I just finished watching Winning Time Season 2, Episode 7, and I thought it was phenomenal, man. It was so sad seeing the ending because it's the end of the show. We will never get a season 3. They have canceled this show, and I kind of seen it coming when I found out it was 7 episodes. Then Max, on a streaming service, they started doing a top 10 movies, a top 10 TV shows, and I was seeing that Winning Time wasn't number 1 like I thought it would be. It was like number 6 and number 5, and then even with the finale tonight, it only went to number 3. But I'm gonna make another video about why I think it ended and got canceled, and why it didn't get the support that it really should have got, because this series was phenomenal, man. Now, they start this last episode off with the media saying that Bird was the best player in the game. Now, in my opinion, 1984, I do think Larry Bird is the best player in him and Kareem. Right? I think it's a transition year, really, in my opinion. But the media was talking at the beginning like it's just Bird for sure, and then Magic is in second, but it's a gap, and maybe Magic can compete with Bird. Listen, when I say that these players or Bird is better than Magic, I'm not saying it's a gap between them. That's not what I'm saying. If somebody say, yo, I think Magic better than Bird, I would go, okay. Because it's that close. It ain't like, Bird is like way better than Kareem. I mean, let's get this straight. Kareem in his prime in the 70s is a top 3 player of all time, in my opinion. But it's close between all these guys. It ain't like a definitive thing. So it blew me away hearing the media talk like that at the beginning. But then they start the 1984 finals. And I got to tell you, do you remember the scene when they showed them leaving Boston in game 1 and the fans acting all crazy? I literally just seen an interview with Lamar Odom, and he said they did the same thing to them in 2008 when the Lakers lost. He said the fans was acting crazy. He said they had their family on the bus. The fans didn't care. I'm like, yo, these Boston fans is crazy. Boston and Philly, they got some crazy fans, man. And even when they win, they went crazy. Because think about it. They win at the end. Cap and Kurt Rambis, they gotta fight their way off the floor. And Michael Cooper too. Like, these dudes is fighting fans because the fans just ran on the court. They hopping on Cap back and all type of crazy stuff. I'm like, man, these fans is crazy. And it ain't just them. Red Auerbach was nuts. And I looked up some articles. Magic literally said that they were doing all type of stuff to, like, get them out the game. Not just Bird on the court, but Red Auerbach was being late with their luggage, having the buses run late, doing all type of stuff. Letting the fans get too close to the bus and run on the court. And it just was nuts that they was even able to pull some of this stuff off. And I definitely think the refs was working with the Celtics when they had Kareem foul out in one of those games, man. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's documentaries now about refs making sure that the score is a certain number and, helping certain players throughout the game. So I know they was doing it back then. Now, we also got to see why Magic Johnson got the name Tragic Magic. He dribbled out the clock. Come on, Magic, man. Like, Magic a great player, man. And I know, in college he was phenomenal too. But, dog, he dribbled the clock out. Like, come on, man. That's nuts. Between this and then that one series he had where he airballed, like, it's bad at the end of games. But it ain't like Magic ain't a great player I broke it down in like one of the videos. I was just saying, like, he just not a guy where it's like, yo, get me the ball and get out my way. He literally said that during this episode, but that ain't even him. He not even that type of player where he could go get me the ball and get out my way, especially if it's a defender on him that's like equally matched with his height and strength and speed. Like, Magic ain't gonna just like cross you up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That was more like Isaiah Thomas game, but we got to see that. We got to see all the emotions, the intensity of them going back and forth. Pat Riley gave an incredible speech. I think it was maybe after game 4 or game 5. One of those games they lost, and Pat Riley, he went crazy. Everybody was looking sad and, like it was all over. And he came out and gave an incredible speech. But it really goes to show you that them moments not only affected them then, but it affect them now. I'm sure all of these basketball players think back about that series, because in all the series that they won or lost, because it's like, yo, if I would have did one thing different, because it was all close games. A lot of them games was close, and Celtics was just pulling it out. Bird had his tactics on the court where he started playing dirty. He like, y'all ain't going to be all flashy and showtime out here. We going to get dirty. Kevin McHale start taking people out the air. I said, oh, they really getting dirty, man. I really wish this series had continued. Really did, man. They could have at least gave them 10 episodes, because it is the rise of the Lakers dynasty, where they could have showed the Lakers in winning the championships in 1985. That would have been like a better send-off, but they ain't even get that time. So they had to clip it at 7 episodes and then just give them the send-off with 7 episodes, man. But it was a lot that went on this episode. And you know what? I'm going to touch on it now. I ain't even going, because this the last episode. But another thing that stood out to me was Kareem. Oh, man. When he had the Scottie Pippen headache. And I thought, because, I'm like, man, what's going to go on? Will it affect his game? Nope. Kareem was balling. He had the Scottie Pippen headache, but he ain't Scottie Pippen. And then he said, yo, when I get pain, I like to take it out on white boys. I said, oh, snap. Kareem, wild boy, like straight up. And he went out there and balled, man. That part really stood out to me. Another part that stood out to me was Red Auerbach, when he talked to Jerry Buss, and he was letting him know, like, yo, this ain't about me. This ain't about Russell. This ain't about Bird. I done built something where this thing gonna continue to go on and on. Now, little do he know, after Bird leave, they gonna win one championship in the next 30, 40 years, So it do matter. The players do matter. The GMs matter. All that stuff do matter. He was saying like it don't, but it do, buddy. But it was a dope conversation between him and Mr. Buss. Now, Mr. Buss was going through it this episode, man. Like, straight up. I cannot believe that this girl, Honey, is so delusional that she think she's supposed to get paid this crazy amount, this astronomical amount, just because he lied about being married. Like, what world are you living in? She ain't worth the 100 mil with 99 in her pocket. Like, come on, man. It's nuts that, like, we ain't put a cap on that system by now. Like, I don't think nobody, man or female, should get $1 million from their partner after they split. I think it should never go over $1 million. We split, so now you just get to become 100 millionaire. Like, that stuff was crazy, man. And dog, it would have just been phenomenal to see Michael Jordan on this. Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon. Like, these the people. Isaiah Thomas. He was definitely coming next season. If they had a next season. For sure. But I kinda know why it couldn't continue. I'm gonna speak on that on a recap video when I recap the entire show. It probably come out Tuesday, just cause I got some other stuff I gotta handle, man. But I enjoyed this series. I enjoyed this last episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. It's Smack the Guru. Remember, make sure you just go ahead, subscribe to the channel. If you want me to make certain type of videos on sports or whatever, let me know in the comments too. And as always, y'all be easy, be safe, peace.